I incorporate it into my daily dialogue, if you can believe that. At least once a day, I'll say, Dino DNA.
On this episode of the Points of Interest podcast, it's Mortal Kombat 2021, and I'm not sure what else. We'll just have to see what happens. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the most generic podcast on the internet. My name is Josh Hawks. I am the 303 Ninja. Right over there, she is my best friend and podcasting partner. It is the master of raptors. It is Miss Savanna.
Hello.
It was also
Dino DNA.
I ran across that, and I had to throw it in there. Last week we gave Francis his opportunity to shine, so we had to give one to you as well. It's like my favorite soundbite we have of you, so like it had to be in there. Even further over there, he is my podcasting partner for life and best friend. It is the other guy. It's Mr. Francis Fernandez.
So I woke up this morning with a bad hangover, and my penis was missing again. This happens all the time. It's detachable.
Oh, I was like, what the
detachable penis.
I'm sorry, King Mistle. I'm sorry.
I saw that.
Who did you have to show that to that hadn't been exposed to that before?
Martha hasn't.
I believe that.
She's from a different.
I'm so sorry, Martha. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Well, she didn't know, like, oh, yeah. I had to explain to her, like, half the Sublime songs are really terrible. Like, they sing about all this terrible stuff. She's like, really? I'm like, have you never heard about, like, date rape and, like, all this other ones? I think she didn't know they existed.
Though, I mean, it is an
you're better off.
Anti-date rape song.
Well, it's not like, but I mean,
they're like out there talking about it, like, go and do it.
No, but the dude gets,
He gets accosted.
He gets pretty graphic,
He does get pretty graphic.
Gets pretty graphic.
It does for a punk song, but it is a punk band, I guess, at the end of the day.
Yeah, but I mean, overall,
a cover punk band, but that's for another episode on another show.
So yeah, I was introducing her to like 90s music that I was like, oh yeah, and Oingo Boingo. Don't get me started. Like, sorry.
That's all. What is new in your guys' world? What is going on? Anything fun?
I finally completed the homework from 2 weeks ago.
That's good.
So,
that's good.
Yeah.
My hair is long.
What's that?
My hair is long.
Yeah, that's not new though.
No, that's not new. But
can you put it into pigtails yet?
Almost there. It's long enough. It's now reaching the top of my back. I think when it hits about a few more inches, I'll be able to do. What I'll do is I'll do
like the Pippi Longstocking
pigtails. Yeah, like a little Pippi Longstocking thing for an episode or something.
If we took Savannah's choker off and then put it on you with those Pippi Longstocking pigtails,
I'd be everyone's favorite scene girl.
Oh, you'd have to fight me off of you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready for Avril Lavigne and like who else was a scene girl back then? That was a musician. I can't remember. Man,
Marvin's I love you.
Just I remember that's like the hot thing, right? Oh, look at her.
Let's see. Hold on.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, you got the hair for it. Oh God, you do.
Yeah. It's just every week.
Just needs to be like.
Go ahead.
Every week, what?
Every week she does something where it's just like, oh yep, there's another check mark of hotness for her.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like 10 years, it never ceases to amaze me that we can transform. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. We get her some cat ears. She can get all kawaii on us.
No, that's a little too far. I think you need to just get the.
Thinking about if I have cat ears.
You got to get a little like pink heart under like at the cheek or something, or something like that. But anyway, sorry, listeners. Sorry, listeners. I know this is what you wanted to hear, visual stuff.
Well, I mean, and us just
We're on Twitch. Come on.
and us just gushing on Savanna. So
Resident female.
Giggity.
God damn it.
So totally, I have absolutely no kind of transition into this.
Oh, great. Okay.
As per usual, there's a baseball game that's been on the PlayStation that finally is available on the Xbox. I downloaded it. It's a baseball game at the end of the day.
The show.
But it's like a baseball game with RPG elements. And it's kind of fun. Although I don't know how the hell you actually swing the bat, or not swing the bat, but actually make contact with the bat or with the ball. I'm not a sports guy. What the
So you're doing really well, is what you're saying.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing great on the batting part, is what I'm saying. But it looks amazing. It looks really good. And I've had a lot of fun with it. But at the end of the day, it's baseball, and it's kind of fucking boring. That is my 30-second review on the show 21.
All I know is that baseball. I went to some baseball games. I don't understand baseball. I don't understand people's love of baseball. No offense to people who love baseball. I just don't get it. I've been to several baseball games, and what people do is they talk to each other and ignore the game until something happens, right? So like, the game is like 2 hours long or something, like 2+ hours long.
Yeah.
And you're really only paying attention for about like 5-10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Everything else is like, you want food? I'll get you some food. You want a drink? Oh, I'll go get you some. And then we'll just talk.
It's a social event.
It is.
There are the goofballs that go and actually just watch, but social
you always run into like at least one guy at a baseball game that is keeping score on his own little box score, notebook.
Yeah. And it's just like, oh man.
Playbook. Like we have a local semi-pro team, and there are these super fans that have, right behind the dugout, and they literally wear headphones like they're listening to the broadcast on the radio right in front. Yeah. And like the company I work
the commentary.
For. Yeah. The company that I worked for had box seats, and nobody ever wanted to go, so I just always took the tickets, and I would always just get fucking hammered and just like make an ass of myself. And this guy, he was just like super into it, and he got so mad at me because I was just loud and obnoxious. Can you believe that? Me, loud and obnoxious?
What?
As she sips on her cactus cooler.
Mango cart.
Ooh. I don't know what that is.
No affiliation.
Do yourself a favor and try it. It's by Golden Road.
Mango cart. Okay.
A series inspired by the iconic fruit cart vendors of Los Angeles.
Oh, well, now I have to, because oh man, how many LA based fruit beers? It's called a fruit beer.
Yeah, Golden Road is in LA, so.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a wheat ale with mango and natural flavor. Sponsor us.
Yeah, well, first off, mango I love, so it's all good. I'm a big fan of the mango.
Subtle.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
That would be an interesting sponsorship.
I really like it. It's really refreshing.
Like,
what's that?
I said that would be a very interesting sponsorship, like an alcohol company of some kind, where
well, I just get hammered every time. You need to drink
this,
Well, I was thinking about this, and sorry to put show stuff on the show, but I was like, a lot of like radio shows I used to listen to would have days where like, oh, it's alcohol Fridays, right? And they just drink and they get drunk on a Friday because another one, they wouldn't smoke weed because it wasn't legal at the time, but they would celebrate by playing music about smoking weed. And
I mean,
it's
that's
like,
all the songs
there you go.
Like the 60s and 70s, though.
Yeah, but I mean, but it was their way of kind of celebrating for that day.
Sure.
I was thinking, man, how great would if we, like once a month, like we designate a week out of the month where we do something that is completely themed, that has nothing to do with topics, that has nothing to do with whatever. What we do is instead, we drink Mango Cart or something. Right? Like, or we drink or whatever. Like,
but
it's,
like to enjoy it and not to excess. Just like,
right.
This mango cart is delicious. Sponsor us.
Well, that's the thing. Why don't we ever kind of like, we have a day where we review something, right? Like, hey, let's review some food or some drinks that we got, and that's how we spend the episode.
I think that would be like,
I'm in.
I mean, I'm all for it. The hang up that I would see would be availability
of
whatever we chose.
That's why we're going to pick like ahead of time and make sure that we all get it.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Like, okay, so we go with the whatever this fruity beer thing, right? Even the beer loving people of Denver, that beer may not be available here.
Okay, if it's in Fargo, it's probably in Denver.
And plus, it's something that we could probably order online and have it delivered. Because there's a lot of.
I could just send you some too.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's legal, but.
Well, weirdly enough, there is a website that delivers alcohol to your doors. So like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that happened for us as well. But that happened after the pandemic started. That wasn't a pre-pandemic thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just saying it'd be cool to kind of be like, oh yeah, like we're reviewing a movie today, we can when we did back when we were interesting, the whole episode was reviewing the movie.
Right.
Right. We could do stuff like that. I feel like that would be, and that would kind of ease the pressure of having to think of all of these things to talk about and for every given episode. It's like, poof, we're talking about Mango Kart. It does feel like you're in LA.
I feel pretentious.
I feel like I was just in a car chase and a fruit cart got in front of us.
And just splashed me with mango.
And it was exclusively mango.
Yeah, I'm all for it. We should pick something. Like, I don't know. I could definitely tell you two
listeners
things.
Should send us suggestions.
Yes.
I'd like really suggestions.
Like?
I don't know.
Oh,
like
whatever happened to After Dark, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to control my horniness. I don't have an answer for you right now. I don't know.
Oh my god. So Savanna, can I just tell you, they do not sell it in store here.
What?
Mango Kart is not.
Really?
It's actually not sold in Los Angeles.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that is
It's
very
niche.
odd.
What?
That's really funny.
Golden Road is the.
Yeah, apparently not in LA.
It's just inspired by LA. That's
yeah,
pretty
it
funny.
looks like it's an Atwater Village. I know Griffith Park. I know where that is. I guess I can go there personally if I want to get it. Like, hey, give it to me on tap. I need this for a show. Thank you.
Can you put a lid
Can I get
on
this
this?
to go? Thank you. Have you guys ever heard of Michelob Golden Light?
I have.
Michelob,
no, but go ahead.
or not Light, Ultra, Mick Golden Ultra.
Yes, I think yeah.
Or is it? No. So like it. It's just Mick Golden Light. So like they released it. Sorry, and like nationwide, and they didn't really sell it. So then they pulled it, and the Midwest rioted. So they only sell it in Canada and 5 states in the Midwest, because Minnesota, North Dakota, Wisconsin, South Dakota, and Iowa just fucking go crazy for this shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's this weird phenomenon. I remember I was traveling with somebody, and they're like, I can never find Mick Golden Light, and I'm like, it's because it's only in the Midwest. Like, it's only a Canadian and Midwest thing. Like, you can get Michelob Golden Ultra, get Michelob, but not Golden Light.
I want poutine, by the way. Just to be
Right?
My God, where's the poutine?
our friend Jason was telling me that in Canada, at the Taco Bells in Canada, you can get fries supreme, which is basically poutine at a Taco Bell.
What?
And I was like, wait, stop. You have French fries at Taco Bell? That's awesome. It's kind of like going to Del Taco, I guess.
Well,
taco and crinkle fries.
Yeah. Well, Del Taco is the superior. Oh, I shouldn't say that out loud.
I've never been to Del Taco.
I feel personally, I feel it is the superior taco place.
Why shouldn't you have said the same thing that you already kind of said?
Because a funny thing about the person of whom I'm with, because she's from a different country, she has an obsession over things that we here in the United States kind of take for granted.
That's right.
And one of the places of which she just adores is Taco Bell.
Good.
On top of also, I don't know if you guys have CVS, which is just
we do. Yep.
Pharmacy. She loves CVS, and Target. Like those are her favorite stores, and I'm just like, yeah, let's go out to a fancy dinner. Let's go. No, Taco Bell. Oh, let's go to this nice store. No, Target. I'm like, oh, jeez.
I love her. If you ever break up, date her.
Okay, good.
This time. I'm all about Martha.
Yeah, Martha's just like, oh man, loves all of this just like random stuff. And so, like, I'm gonna go there in a couple months, and I'm like, I hate to disappoint you, but I don't have stores like that, especially where you are. Like, I don't have like, oh, I need to go here, I need to go there. So I'm like, what are we gonna do? She's like, don't worry about it, I got you. So I apologize to everyone's Instagrams, Facebooks, and Twitters who follow me, but you're gonna get inundated in a few months. Just me being a tourist in Mexico City, which
I'm excited for you.
Yeah,
that's gonna be pretty awesome. I mean,
yeah,
and also too, I mean, just getting out.
Yeah.
After this whole ordeal.
Yeah.
And just getting away from your house. It's gonna be awesome.
Shit, I just drove 4 hours out of town, and that was an adventure for me.
Yeah, 4 hours is a lot. Look,
to a big city, you guys. A big city.
See, in California, 4 hours is a long drive, though. Isn't that considered a long drive?
Yeah,
4 hours in any direction in this state, you're almost out of the state.
Yeah. Oh man, no, 4 hours in this state, and you've maybe made it into the next city. Oh man, I hate the one thing I hate. The one thing I hate about normalcy is that traffic is a thing again. Ugh. Oh man.
I went to IKEA on Sunday because that's the closest one we have is the 4 hours away, Minneapolis. And it was dead. I went Sunday morning on Mother's Day, dead. It was fucking awesome.
I went to get groceries on Mother's Day and at 6 o'clock, and there was a long ass line at the flowers department, men and women both. And I'm like, it's 6 o'clock on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I had the same thing here. I was like, well, I'll go get my my weekly grocery run, and as soon as I walked into the store, I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, did I miss a message that the world is ending? Like, shelves were bare. There were no bananas. Like, there weren't even like the neon green ones or nothing. There was just no banana. Like, who gets a run on bananas?
Who gets a look? We're everyone's in panic mode right now anyway. We have none of anything anyway. So just like bananas, at least, yeah, that's terrible. But boy, oh boy, people are going crazy.
But my potassium.
I've seen the pictures.
What about my potassium, Francis? Aren't you concerned about my
sweet potatoes and apricots? Apricots are
literally
also a source of
any other food has a higher source of potassium than bananas. That's just like the one that everyone defaults to. Like a plain ass potato, just brown potato, has like 3 times the amount of potassium.
Well,
yeah. And again, apricots.
I have a thing
or apricots, depending on where you live.
So my grandmother had 2 apricot trees in her front yard. And I believe
You want to call it apricot?
Apricot. I go back and forth between them both. We would go out to my grandmother's every summer and hang out. And I believe that she would stop picking up or stop having a service come pick up any dropped apricots on the ground because she knew her grandsons were coming. So we would get there, walk in the door. You know, she's a Southern lady, so she'd make us some food, or somebody would make us some food, and like somebody in
Some
the house.
random person in the house is just like
there was always somebody in the house. Like my uncle, one of my two uncles might be there. My aunt was pretty much always there. You know, so somebody would make you some food. And then it was like, cool, you're here, right on. Put your stuff there. Go out and pick up the apricots off the ground. Like, oh, that sucks. Because they'd hit the ground. They'd, you know, bust open after a couple days and they get all nasty. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I haven't had an apricot in a long time.
I believe that. I only buy them like dried.
Oh, yeah. Can I just say that fruits
they're
have weird
like
names?
gummy. They're kind of like gummies, like gummy snacks at that point.
Because they're so chewy.
They're so chewy.
Oh, because my favorite fruit with the weirdest name is kumquat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jicama.
Persimmons or persimmon. I can't think of the other one. There's another one. I'm like, oh, I love it.
Kohlrabi.
Oh, that one you're just making up.
No, it's a giant fucking weird looking thing that isn't very good.
A gourd.
A gourd.
It's the one with the seeds that you only eat the seeds.
Pomegranate.
Pomegranate. Yeah.
Yeah, that one always trips me up as well.
Yeah.
I saw
it smells
a lady
good.
I worked for.
Because you eat them and then you're like, oh, there's still a seed in this.
I saw a lady eating what looked to me like a bowl of those like cinnamon Red Hots.
Oh, and they were.
I was like, what are you eating right now? Like, should you be eating that much sugar? She's like, they're pomegranate seeds. And I was like, I don't even know what that is. Why would you only eat the seeds? I'm so confused.
Have you seen the latest trend of cereal, like good for you cereal, where it's like blueberries and pomegranate seeds and I want to say maybe raspberries or blackberries, something like that, ice, and then coconut water.
Ice.
Yeah. And you just like ice and then coconut water. Like you just put it all in a bowl and then you eat it like cereal. And like it's all over TikTok where everyone's like, this is actually really good. And I can't tell if like the entire world is pranking me or if it's actually good. Like it's so weird.
So what's in it? Raspberries?
Like fruit, like berry type fruit.
Okay,
so like blueberries, raspberries, pomegranate seeds, ice, and then coconut water.
Where's like the oat part or like?
Nope, that's it. That's what it is. It's like healthy cereal, and like Lizzo made a video of her eating it, and like everyone went fucking insane.
Lizzo likes it.
Well, not Lizzo. Jeez.
She's vegan. She's a vegan queen.
Well, okay. I don't know. I feel like Lizzo has way too much power. she's got way too much influence for someone.
She's from Minneapolis.
That's why. I mean, if Minneapolis has the power to make people drive for 4 hours and eat fruit in a bowl with ice and coconut water,
yeah, right.
I don't know. I just like I hear her name so often, and I'm like, I barely know who she is. Like I barely know who this person is.
Well, next week we're just gonna listen to Lizzo's discography and talk about it.
I've heard some of her stuff. It's okay.
All of it.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You guys maybe want to talk about the thing I thought we'd talk about tonight?
What's funny because today also was the day that Honest Trailers put out their comedic little, comment on Mortal Kombat.
I did not see that.
Oh, it's good. It's very funny.
I'll have to check it out. What is your guys' knowledge, whatever, of Mortal Kombat? Period.
None.
Like,
None. I played Soul Calibur.
Okay.
Yeah, Soul Calibur.
I was all about Soul Calibur, so I went into I knew it was a video game. I knew that there were some characters. Like I sewed my friend a scorpion suit, which is literally just like green scorpion. So,
Wait, Scorpion's yellow.
Yeah.
You
did a green.
You said you made a scorpion outfit. Did you mean?
Oh, sorry,
reptile?
not scorpion.
Reptile.
Reptile. I made a reptile. Yes, sorry. My apologies.
Yeah. You're fine.
Yes. So I made that for him, and that's I know a couple of the characters, but not really anything. So, I know the catchphrases because we all listened to the early 2000s Mortal Kombat house mix, and so that is my working knowledge.
Okay, Francis.
I mean, I know enough to know who Noob Saibot is and who the androids are, and that there were babalities, friendships, fatalities, brutalities.
I mean,
my favorite character.
You didn't really play the game that much, then, is what you're aware of all of it, or did you, or you know it because you did it?
I played them. I played the games. My favorite character is never represented anywhere. Kenshi, the blind ninja, never represented anywhere because nobody cares about a blind ninja. But he's my favorite character.
Well, I mean, I was done. Not really. I'm done with the franchise, but I was kind of done playing the games by Ultimate 3.
Oh,
I don't know any characters really outside of that. I've heard some names. I know some of the lore just because you're a video game fan, you hear this stuff, but as far as gameplay went, I was out by Ultimate 3.
Yeah, there's a lot of lore, and it's all of it stupid. It's not really worth it. I'm tempted to get 11 actually because I keep seeing they have like Stallone in there.
Yeah, why is Rambo? Rambo,
Yeah,
the Predator, RoboCop, Alien, Spawn, I think, was in one of the MKs.
Oh, one of the older ones, yeah. But like, my favorite thing is that it's except for the Terminator, everyone's voiced by the original actor. So Stallone did all of his voice work for Rambo.
Nice.
What's his face? Who played the RoboCop? Did all of his own voice work, and then. So they got some random dude to do Schwarzenegger because he's too busy looking for maids. So
damn,
he didn't have time to do it. He didn't have time to do his own voice work. And I'm like, come on. Oh man. So yeah, no, I'm not a big Mortal Kombat fan, but I'm a big enough fan, I think.
It's funny because I didn't play a lot of MK1 originally because I was a Street Fighter guy.
Oh,
so the Street Fighter took up all my quarters. And it wasn't until there was a comic book store across the street from my high school, and once they got an MK cabinet, that changed a little bit because then I had easier access to it. But it wasn't until like MK2 where I started actually playing the game because it got faster. And started having a lot of fun with it. And then like I said, MK3 was awesome. Ultimate MK3 was just too damn difficult and took the fun out of it. Let's take an already difficult game and turn up the difficulty level like 5 times. And then it went 3D after that, did it not?
It went 3D, and then at one point they fought. It was Mortal Kombat versus DC for a second there. The bloodless game where Scorpion can fight Batman and the Joker.
That's right. They would do fatalities, but it would go to a black screen.
Something like that. I don't remember. I just remember like Superman would just kick all your asses. Like, I don't understand this game.
Right.
Like, there's nothing to this. Like, move on.
To be fair, though, Soul Calibur had Link.
Had Link.
Mm-hmm.
Had
I think Spawn was
Heihachi from. Oh, Spawn, yeah.
Yep.
And Heihachi.
Yep,
and
that's right. God, I forgot about that.
And I think the latest one has The Witcher.
So there was a game on the Saturn. It was called Sega Fighting Vipers, and it was just a smorgasbord of Capcom, Capcom players, characters. So
nice.
like Jill from Resident Evil was in there as in a fighting game.
So it was essentially just early like Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
which is which I was going to say next. Yeah, because Smash Brothers, everybody's in Smash Brothers as well.
Yeah. Well, you have to be. That's the sign of progress. You want to be somebody. There's only one game you got to be, and that's that.
I don't understand Smash Brothers. I hosted tournaments at my game store, and I was like, it just sounds like people are smashing buttons. Where's the strategy in this game? I don't get it, but whatever.
Oh, and Mortal Kombat wasn't smashing buttons.
Yeah.
I mean, any good fighting game has a button smash element to it.
Mm-hmm.
But Smash Brothers to me is just utter chaos with four people playing at the same time.
Very true.
And I don't understand. I never understood the mechanics of the game. You fall off the thing, but you come back sometimes. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get knocked off. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah, it's like Almond Joy and never mind.
Wow.
Sorry. Let's pull the old. There's an old 2000s 90 reference for you.
Like early 90s.
Yeah.
And did you guys both see the original movies, MK2?
The 90s one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Lambert.
It's
one of
the joke the joke that I've seen circulating is, who would have thought that the 90s version would be better?
I think that's I don't know. I think it's a little harsh in a way. I could see I see where some people were irritated by it, by not having an actual tournament. I guess we're talking about the movie now.
Yeah. Yes.
There not being an actual tournament there, but I still enjoyed the adventure that they took us on.
Yeah.
So, like,
look, yeah.
I take it at face value. Like, it is a game, or is a movie based off of a video game.
Mm-hmm.
It has all the elements that you want of ridiculous fighting. They say the catchphrases from the game. They do their finishing moves. There's the backgrounds that you see in all of, in all of the fucking the side scrollers. Like, it's fan service. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The one thing that pissed me off is they kept talking about this tournament, and I figured that they were leading up to it, and then they just picked off their enemies, and that was it. And so I was a little confused that way. But other than that, it's a movie based off of a fighting video game. Like, what were you expecting? I know people who are very upset about this game or this movie, and I know a lot of people who just fucking loved it. So
this is like the Zack Snyder Justice League of Mortal Kombat movies. It's like you either hate it or you love it. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I mean, fan service up the wazoo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I know almost nothing about it, but right at the end, when it was Scorpion and he did the chain thing, and I was like, say it, say it. And then he says, get over here. And then you're like, all right.
And then they play the iconic music from the '95
But it
movie.
was like a remix of that
It
one.
was.
Even.
It totally
Yeah.
And I
was.
was a little pissed because they didn't do the Mortal Kombat.
Right. I mean, the fan service, it started early. There's a moment where Jax is talking to the whatever the hell the main character's name was. That's how memorable he was. He said, "You won your last match or whatever." He said something about fighting a guy named Eddie Tobias.
Oh yeah, which is.
And I was like, "Oh, Ed Boon and John something."
Turturro. I thought it was Tobias something. I thought Tobias was the first name.
John Tobias. Ed Boon, John Tobias.
Mm.
You got to look at your notes. Not your notes, my notes. So I was like, oh, that's awesome that they just right away just threw it out there. Yeah, the Get Over Here, Kano. Kano was pretty rad.
So like Kano, as I understand it, is a popular character, correct?
No.
Oh.
No, it's so unpopular in the first game that he is unplayable in the second game.
So that's why they murdered him right away. Okay.
Well,
again, I don't think he's dead.
Like
no.
The vast majority of people, when the movie first came out, were like, "Oh man, the guy who played Kano had like to carry the entire movie on his shoulders or whatever," right? Mm-hmm. Like everyone loved Kano because he was such a bogan, right?
Wow.
Oh yeah, he's a bogan, all right. Yeah.
I'm the one that is just like, that's an interesting word.
It's an Australian word for he's like an asshole or something. You know, he's just one of those people.
All right.
But he's just got So, but he's like one of those really bombastic, kind of over the top Australians, and and people loved him. People thought he was the best thing in the movie. So I get it, but I mean, people are nitpicking this. It's weird that people are nitpicking this film because somebody was also saying, "Well, this is the worst movie ever." Why? Because the guy who plays Scorpion only speaks Japanese, and then for some reason he says English for like 2 words or 3 words. Like, what's up with that? I'm like, let him have his phrase, guys. Just let him have his phrase.
Ridiculous.
He went to hell for like 600 years. Like,
yeah, he learned a couple of English words.
He learned a thing or two.
Yeah, nobody questioned Sub-Zero, speaking Chinese and Japanese. I think he said something in English too.
Yeah.
He probably did.
That's
I don't know.
ridiculous.
I was just waiting for the rest of the boy band to show up.
People have been
It's
cooped up.
Bihan.
They have nothing to do but complain about shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I laughed, and this probably just speaks to my character, but like that winged woman, when that guy's hat turned into a saw blade, I literally laughed out loud. Like I was like, "This is happening!"
Oh yeah.
Holy shit!
It's super campy. Like this movie is incredibly campy.
Like it's
totally.
fan service. Like it's a fucking movie based off of a fighting video game. Like what are you expecting?
Total fans, not
Backstory.
total popcorn flick.
Mm-hmm.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? That was Kung Lao with the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Flawless victory.
So I watched it with somebody who did know about it, and so the whole time I was just like, okay, who's that now? And what? It's like I'm like the worst person to watch movies with. So
that's Sonya Blade. That's Kung Lao. That's Liu Kang.
That's pretty much what it was for like an hour and a half.
Just touching back on Kano. So there's a part in the movie where he takes that amulet and was asked by Liu Kang to put it back.
Mm-hmm.
1, you never see him put it back. 2, according to some MK lore, that's some sort of amulet from, I believe it was Quan Chi.
That lets him survive death.
Yeah, he'll basically not be dead by the time the next movie comes around.
Look,
he'll be like, go ahead.
I'm just saying he's popular enough that the fans love him enough that they're gonna, no matter what, they'll find a way.
And I think he'll come back and he'll have that like metallic faceplate. You know,
Oh,
there'll
that'd
be
be
a big reveal to make it even more fan servicey. Cabal was the coolest looking out of all of them, I thought.
He's about to suck his soul.
That was some horrible ADR punch in. Like, that was bad. That was bad.
I was like, are we thinking the same thing here? Is that what we're thinking? This whole soul sucking business.
Yeah, that was.
He's gonna suck his soul. Thanks.
What are you doing, stepbrother?
Jesus.
So they definitely, towards the end of the movie, to me anyway, leaned heavily into Noob Saibot.
Oh yeah, I mean, with the black smoke and everything.
Yeah. Because I mean, Noob Saibot is the original Sub-Zero. So
yeah,
I could definitely see them doing that. I would be very interested to see how they would pull off Smoke.
Smoke, Rain. You have
I mean,
so
they
many
went a little
characters.
crazy with the palette swapping. Later in the MK.
Yeah, you had like 17 ninjas, and they just named them a single word.
Right. Because I mean, on the female side, I mean, even in the movie, there was we had Melina, right?
Where's her daughter?
Katana. Well, her Katana's fan was in one of those rooms in Liu Kang's room.
Was it an OnlyFan?
Yes, actually, it was a singular only fan. You are correct.
The face you made, just
that was fresh. Points are awarded, sir. Points are
No.
awarded.
Yeah.
Taken away.
I would have loved to have the late 90s techno remix to the entire movie over and over again. That would have been fresh.
For it. Like, at any point where people started fighting, it was like, oh,
no, right.
I think we're lucky to get any version of that song because they had no obligation to use that song, even though it's the most iconic thing that came out of Mortal Kombat.
Totally.
It's not even in the game. Like, they don't have that song in the game. They had it for a trailer for 11, which is really great. But yeah, it's just like, you gotta provide that fan service. You gotta feed us fans what we want.
If they were to make a new Street Fighter movie, it would be the same sort of thing. It would just be fan service after fan service after fan service.
I would want them to harken back, but what would you harken back from the first Street Fighter movie? Like, what would you do?
I mean, I think that you could. There's probably some B-roll of Raul Julia that they could probably get.
I guess it's like, hey, okay, to pay homage to the original Street Fighter, let's make sure our all-American military guy, Guile, make sure he has, like, he's from Brussels, right? Let's just make sure that happens, and he has a really thick accent and doesn't sound like he's at all from America, even though he's like the most American thing in the entire thing.
Exactly. Speaking of which, they have actually the newest rumor to play Johnny Cage is Jean-Claude.
Well, because that's what it was based off of, right? Like, the original Johnny Cage was.
But Jean-Claude is like 85.
1,000.
85,000.
85,000. Yes.
So like, I mean, he still may be able to do the splits. He still may be able to do, the I was trying to think of something, Claude, but do his martial arts,
a roundhouse kick,
his thing, his triple kicks. But I just don't think he can pull off being Johnny Cage.
Yeah, it's like saying, hey, who we want for this other character? We're gonna get Steven Seagal. Okay.
Right.
Like, we're gonna make sure he's this other guy.
Now,
Okay, we're gonna have Steven Seagal. Like,
I could see them casting Jean-Claude as the Miz's dad, as Johnny Cage dad, right? And then have the Miz as Johnny Cage.
Oh, the Miz, why?
Because it's the Miz.
Everyone, yeah, I was so surprised when I heard, like, who is this, the Miz? I don't understand. What is it?
What is it?
What is
the Miz?
That's a good question.
I don't know. We're running out of I feel like we're running out of action stars.
Yeah. Yes.
Because we haven't had one prominent. Like, we're going to Bob Odenkirk for, like, action movies. I mean,
Isn't he
that's
the
a
guy
bad
that made
sign.
Kung Pao?
No, different Odenkirk.
Oh, okay. Any relation?
From Mr. Show. Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
Any relation?
Breaking Bad. No, I don't think he has any relation to the other Odenkirk who did Thumb Wars and Kung Pao. Which, if you watch the honest trailer to Mortal Kombat, they said, and you have to appreciate a movie that tries to mimic Kung Pao. And they show scenes from Mortal Kombat that are similar to the scenes in Kung Pao. And I'm like, oh yeah, I see where the similarities are. Wow. It was really, it just makes me want to watch Kung Pao all over again.
I will always support that. I remember watching that movie for the first time, renting that movie, going home and watching it, and the girlfriend at the time didn't even make it through the first scene. She said, "Turn this off." And I was like, "No, you need to go find something to do because I am watching this."
Oh, man. I mean, it's funny because we both have kind of like, not a similar story, but like we have like these our memories of watching it for the first time are very crisp in our minds, because I was working at the movie theater at the time and I had to screen it before it played that Friday. So I'm watching it at Thursday at midnight, and what I'm supposed to be doing is I'm supposed to mark. You remember these, they have little circles on the side of the screen, so it denoted when it was a splice in the film. So I'm supposed to pay attention to them. So it's to mark all of them, and I'm supposed to look for any kind of weird, like, acid burns or something in the film. I was too busy crying from laughter the entire movie. My supervisor's up in the booth, like, staring down at me and talking through the little mic. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm having the best time ever." Oh my God, this is great. It was just so funny. It's just me by myself, just laughing my ass off. I just enjoyed it way too much. And I didn't do my job because I'm pretty sure I missed at least 2 splices. I'm like, oh, whatever, who cares? This is an amazing movie. Yeah. So Josh and I share a reverence for it that I know very few people have for a movie that is.
Very few. You are correct on that.
I have a couple friends who absolutely love that movie.
It has a very specific type of sense of humor, like it's very specific. So,
yeah, and I thought living with me for 2-3 years that some of my sense of humor would rub off, but no, not at all.
I mean, I don't think it's a reflection of our sense of humor. I just think it's a reflection of a sense of something we find funny.
It's just a specific sense of humor. Yeah.
I don't, because I think we both have good senses of humor that people appreciate. But I think when it comes to that movie, patience is required. Like, a lot of patience is required.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong there, because the same girl, we went and watched the other one,
the other one,
Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh, Kung Fu Hustle. Wow, that's a completely different movie.
Yes, but it's still comedic. I mean, there's a roadrunner coyote chase in the middle of the movie. Literally. But the same girl loved that movie. And I'm like, it's just as ridiculous. It's just a different style of movie making, where the first one was an actual kung fu flick that the guy just spliced together to make it, something completely different. And Kung Fu Hustle it's a wushu film.
Yeah, but that's the point.
It's just comedy is thrown in there.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine Crouching Tiger with comedy, and that's Kung Fu Hustle.
Hustle is over the top comedy. Kung Pao is just stupid comedy. I mean, it's stupid. It's like,
It's stupid.
You will call me Betty. Yeah. And it just makes noise. Wee you, like that's stupid.
Oh, totally.
Like, what is like that's so dumb.
This is where I need the producer to just give me the hand signal that the sound bites are loaded.
Yeah.
And I can just start playing them. Damn it.
Yep.
Who out there wants to produce?
For free.
For free. Completely free. I'll mention your name.
I'll send you one mango cart. As many as the rest of you get.
That's a lot of nuts.
Yeah, thank you.
What?
That's a lot of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I've never been able to say that
Mortal
in my
Kombat.
Life, ever. Yeah, Mortal Kombat. Like I said before, the suit that the main character was wearing at the end of the movie there, dumb as hell. What did that have to do with anything Mortal Kombat?
No, I hated him. I hated that guy. I don't know what his purpose was.
The whole time I was like, so is this Scorpion? Like the whole time I was like, what, like, is this a reincarnate? Like, what is happening here? And then at the end I was like, okay, so this is just a character that they created for this movie.
Right.
And that was the answer. So, and I couldn't really figure out what his power was. It was like absorbing energy and giving it back. Like, I don't,
again,
he defeated Goro somehow.
He had a gold version of Black Panther's suit on.
Yeah. And apparently he can't do anything without his daughter telling him to do some stuff.
Yeah.
Well, to only do an uppercut. Yeah. There was a fight. I don't know who the two combatants were. Where I think it was Kung Lao and another bald-headed dude fighting.
The one with the hammer?
Yes. Where at the end of the fight, the dude with the hammer got KO'd and was standing there doing the wobbly MK thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's very subtle. You have to really be paying attention to it, but I appreciated that very much. I was like, that is awesome.
Yeah.
No, everything was a nod. That the sweep when Kung Lao was sweeping, or when Liu Kang was sweeping Kano over and over again. Like that's a thing that actually happened in Mortal Kombat.
I know. I was like, hey, that's me. That's me playing right there.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard at that scene. I had to actually go back and watch it a couple times, just because it was too real.
It was.
There's also when Kano jumps up in the air, he says, "Oh fuck," because he knows he's screwed up, and it got me right. It just hit me right where it needed to.
It's just fan service,
Like,
but
in 1991, Josh was just all over it.
He jumps just like in the game, like he does
too.
the whole body jump, and it's just like, oh man, that's so funny. That's just, which is why I liked it. I mean, I liked the movie. I really did like this movie. I mean, I hated the main character. Don't get me wrong. I thought he was pointless, but everything else, Cole.
That's right.
From Sonya getting her freaking
another
circle shot.
Another completely forgettable character, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hopefully she'll have more of a presence. And then, I mean, again, Kano was kind of the person who really stole the show.
Oh, totally.
And then, of course, Scorpion and Sub-Zero. But everyone else was just like, what? Who are you? Like, okay, I don't care that Liu Kang died.
I think
pretty much, yeah.
I think Cabal and Kung Lao were the closest to the game to my memory.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess, yeah.
I mean, Cabal. I mean, that's basically what Cabal looked like.
Yeah.
He had the tubes. He had the fucking hooked sword things. He had crazy speed. No,
I mean, they kept very loyal. I mean, they kept very, very loyal to the game. Like they did a great job. There's a scene that if you blink, you miss it. But during the Scorpion Sub-Zero fight, Scorpion makes an ice figure of himself as he jumps back.
Yes.
Which is like,
Yep.
if you blink, you miss it. But that's like, oh yeah, I know that move. Of course.
Yeah. Quarter circle
that's a
back,
great move.
low punch.
Yeah. I think there's just certain. I'm a little sad that Sub-Zero never. Like
Schmitty liked that joke.
People just did, but they all did kind of something that was true to their video game self, their persona.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah, great popcorn flick. I enjoyed it. I wish there were more of those style of popcorn flicks more often.
I mean, movies are coming out. Fast 9 is out next week. Is this out this week? I think.
Gave up on Fast 1 about halfway through Fast 1.
Well,
so Marcus Theaters is playing them every Friday.
Which one? Making him play
all of them.
All of the Fast and Furious movies?
Yeah, up until the movie. So I went and saw it in the theaters not last week, but the week before. Fast 1.
Oh God.
The Fast and the Furious.
Hmm.
So,
yeah.
This week apparently it's Tokyo Drift.
Luda is in that one, right?
Luda's in all of them.
No, it's not Luda. Exhibit. Nope.
No, it's Luda.
Is it?
Yeah, Luda's in all of them.
Oh, is he? But the other guy is too.
No.
Tyrese.
No. It's fine. It's fine, guys.
I'm just saying.
I'm making things up. I don't know shit about these movies, so don't worry about it.
Vin Diesel, Jordana.
Ja Rule is who I'm thinking of.
Oh, Ja Rule. I think Ja Rule's only in. I think he's only in Tokyo Drift, right?
He's in the first
with Han.
Fast.
Own it. Never seen it.
Furious. Ja Rule is in the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think Ludacris is in the first one.
Oh, I thought he was in all of them. Well, Luda comes in as the techie.
Right.
Well, okay.
The dog agrees.
I saw Ludacris at a club here one time, and I just screamed across the club. I was like, "Hey, Chris!" And he acknowledged the fact that I said his name. We didn't know where it came from, and I was like, "I got you."
No.
You're on mute still, Savanna.
No, oh, Luda.
Oh, I know I was on mute.
Okay.
No, it's because Schmitty. Being a Schmidt head.
That's awesome. He's a
so I'm gonna watch. It's the final 3 movies of the Fast and Furious universe. This is the final trilogy, 9, 10, and 11. It's gonna be.
It should just be done. Like
no, 3 more movies. This one, 10 and 11. 11's it's ending at a weird number. It's ending at number 11.
That is odd, but it's a weird franchise to try and continue anyway. But
I don't know. I just don't like Vin Diesel.
But he was the Iron Giant, man.
Oh, I've never seen. I don't know everyone's reference for Iron Giant, but I've never seen the movie.
I haven't either, to be honest with you.
I would just love that movie. It's like, it's the best movie ever made. I'm like, is it? I just look. All I know is that I want more people. So there's a scene where The Rock is like in a cast because I guess he broke his arm in the last movie, and the daughter's like, "Oh, they need you." He's like, "Do they?" And then he just like flexes and breaks through the cast, and he just like, "Yeah, okay, I'm ready."
Yep.
It's like,
and he's really sweaty.
No, that's oil.
Every scene I've seen him in that movie,
he's natural sheen.
He's just.
We could all be so lucky.
Right.
Look, The Rock doesn't sweat; he glistens.
Glistens.
Yeah. He's like a slip and slide.
Those things always like.
Doesn't the army have like a saying like, "Sweat is just fat crying" or something like that?
What?
That sounds like something an army guy would say.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, Savanna.
Yeah.
Where can people find you on the internets?
I'm on Twitter.
Where?
That's it. Master of Raptors. All one word.
Master of Raptors. See
Like large
pictures.
birds. Yeah.
See pictures of dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. How about you, my friend?
You can find me on the just go to sinceresarcasm.net. That's all my stuff right there. I have a website. Let's go there. Who cares? Look, all I want is some of this delicious gold. What? Golden Road.
Mango cart.
Mango cart. I'm on their thing. I can buy like all of it right now.
Do it.
Buy some. Sponsor us. Yeah. Wait. By the way, are we still sponsored by?
We'll fix it later.
Where can we find you, Josh?
You can find me at 303_ninja on the Twitters, 303ninja on the Instagram, and what is our email address? It's the POI Podcast at gmail.com. Call, voicemail, or text 314-764-7631. What else? Twitter.
This is a sober. I mean, when we're like drinking some of this like mango cart, we're gonna get crazy. Our shirts are coming off, and our undershirts, our full undershirt that covers our entire body.
There's no rules. That was a great commercial.
Yeah, you know what
I think it was like a Domino's commercial.
Slosh.
I think it was a Domino's commercial.
Slutty.
The guy tore his shirt off going, "There's no rules." And the guy was like, put your shirt back on. He puts his shirt back on. And there's one rule. Thank you for joining us, everybody. I'm going to hit end this time because apparently I didn't last time. And
I want to talk about our bodies now.
Yes. Yes.
And how things are like leaking out of places that it
You
should.
talk about periods. We can talk about menstruation.
Francis is talking about things leaking out of his big toe.
Yeah. I call my big. Never mind.
And on that note, thank you everybody that's been watching these live. Thank you everybody that's been watching these on the YouTubes when I upload them later. And also, you could find this on all your favorite podcasting avenues. We're out of here because I'm rambling and my friends are laughing at me, so I'm just leaving.
Brings new meaning to the word toe jam.
Oh my God.
Goodbye.